Yo, what is up? I am Deuce. Welcome back to another videos. Tonight we got something a little bit different than the regular reactions and the music video reactions. We got six most disturbing abandoned building encounters caught on camera. As you can see, it is 1:13 in the morning. It is midnight. And I'm sitting up here watching videos like this, man. Hey man, things I do for the grind, man. Things I do for the grind. But yeah, man, hold on. Before we start though, let me get a little bit immersed. Let me get you a little bit immersed. Uh, we got we got to turn off the lights. Make sure y'all got the lights on. Oh my goodness, y'all can't even see me. Wait, hold on. This right here should be better, man. Like I don't want to hear none in the comments how oh you so blind. Like where are you? Turn off the lights. Can't even see the nigga. That's racist. First of all, that's racist. Y'all can see me enough. I'm wearing a white shirt. That should be enough. That's enough lights. Turn on the TV. But yeah, man. Actually, yo, no bullshit, right? While I was trying to set this whole thing up, trying to make sure that y'all could actually see me properly. Yo, I ain't lying, man. I swore I heard two knocks on my door. I got up, went to check. There was nobody there. There was nobody there. The bullshit already starting, man. The bullshit already started before I even started the damn video. All this damn bad energy. But without further ado, man. Six most disturbing abandoned building encounters caught on camera by chilling scares. Let's start the video, man. See, the video should provide some providing light
Urbex
to
Hill is one of the most popular urban exploration channels on YouTube, featuring raw footage from
oh, oh,
YouTuber.
oh, oh. Make sure y'all got y'all snacks, y'all quenchers. I'll wait for y'all to get up and get them too. Never mind, man. Y'all taking too long, but let's get into the video.
Chris Hill's visits to a lot of the more extreme abandoned buildings in the US. From abandoned mental hospitals to decommissioned military facilities, Chris explores all of it, but specifically places that a lot of even the more extreme.
Make sure y'all turn off your lights
Urbex
too,
Hill
man.
is one of the most popular urban exploration channels on YouTube, featuring raw footage from YouTuber Chris Hill's visits to a lot of the more extreme abandoned buildings in the US. From abandoned mental hospitals to decommissioned military facilities, Chris explores all of it, but specifically places that a lot of even the more extreme explorers wouldn't visit, at least not at night and alone like Chris always does. In January 2023, he uploaded footage of his visit to the now abandoned Paul Revere Elementary School in Cleveland. After almost a century of use, the school was permanently closed in 2015 due to declining enrollment numbers. Although there are allegedly plans to turn the abandoned building into a housing complex, as of 2024, Paul Revere Elementary is still abandoned and in terrible shape. From the moment Chris walks inside, it's pretty clear that the place hasn't been used in years and has been severely damaged by the elements, vandals, and the passage of time. The bottom floors are all flooded, the walls are peeling, the structure doesn't seem too sound, and there's rust, random papers, books, and all kinds of debris lying everywhere. Throughout the video, you can see messages written in seemingly fresh chalk on some of the whiteboards, confirming that people have been in the building recently. This was actually Chris's second visit to Paul Revere Elementary. When he uploaded footage of his March 2022 visit to the school, several people in the comments mentioned they had either been students or teachers at the school and talked about how incredibly sad it was to see their beloved childhood school ruined by abandonment and lack of maintenance.
Oh, wait, what did I
Sad
say?
it was to
Goodbye, love, Paul Revere. A drawing of a little girl with an overly big hand, fist. Ooh, I don't know what that says. I'm sad that this. Why she didn't finish? Why didn't finish writing?
see their beloved childhood school ruined by abandonment and lack of maintenance. A little after 10 minutes into the exploration, you can hear some sort of ruffling sound and other strange noises coming from somewhere in the schoolhouse.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, this screen is...
Do you want to become a software engineer? Well, if you don't know where to start, I'm Jacob. I'm a professional software engineer based here in New York City.
We appreciate you. Yo. Listen, I ain't no bitch or nothing, right? I ain't no bitch. But this screen, my PC screen, my monitor screen is way too big for this, man. I need like...
What is that? Do you hear that?
Yo. Okay, do not get on me in the comments for covering my head, right? I know we all doing the same thing too, right? Like, all right, let me stop. Let me stop. What's the word called? What's the word? What's the word that I'm looking for? That I'm doing right now. Stalling. No, let me stop stalling, man. Man, why would you put yourself in this situation, man? Like, you have a nice home. I'm sure you have like maybe at least 2 pillows on your bed, a nice comfortable blanket. I'm sure you have if you have enough money to buy I'm sure you have a TV, a big screen TV in your room, and you decide to come out your house to go do this. Like, come on, man. Like, out of all the things you could... Okay, let me stop.
Do you hear that?
Damn, I just got a text, man. Who's that? Is that somebody else in there?
Somebody's here.
Well, he just saw your light too.
As Chris turns a corner in the hallway, another person's flashlight can be seen shining down the hall.
He just saw your light too.
It looks to be just one person, who was likely either another urban explorer or a squatter. Still, at 1 a.m. in an abandoned building, it's obviously best to avoid drawing unwanted attention to yourself, especially when you don't know the other person's intentions, which is why Chris ultimately decided to run instead of making his presence known. Making sure to walk in the other direction to avoid running into anyone, he then heads to the library and explores the... Making sure to walk... Why Chris ultimately...
Man, this shit look like a real-life horror game. Oh wait, he went to hide in what... Some type of room?
Attention to yourself, especially when you don't know the other person's intentions, which is why Chris ultimately decided to run instead of making his presence known. Making sure to walk in the other direction to avoid running into anyone, he then heads to the library and explores the rest of the top floors. As he goes into the bathroom on the top floor, he has another encounter.
Wait, what is it?
He has another encounter.
Another encounter? Wait. My blanket isn't wrapped up enough. I'm sorry, y'all, but you know what I mean? Like, you gotta make sure your blanket is wrapped up nice and cozy when you're watching these type of videos. Like, to be honest, if anything, this shit is not wrapped up enough. Like, you know what I mean? Yo, this is straight out of a horror, dude. Man, is this video for real? Who the hell? Hold on. What the hell am I looking at right now? What the hell am I looking at right now? Wait a minute. So did a nigga really pull up to the school dressed up in a damn Bigfoot costume? Wait, what if this is not even a person? What if this is not even a human being? What if this is Bigfoot? Let's watch and find out, man. This gotta be fake. This shit gotta.
Somebody's in there.
This shit gotta be fake, bro. It gotta be fake. Nigga, run! Now, see. You see, this is why I feel like this is fake now. You see a nigga, you don't even know if that's a nigga, right? You don't even know if that's a person. But you see something with glowing eyes. You back the corner. Hold on. You slowly back the corner of that. It's already directly looking in your direction. It hears you coming. It knows you're there. You're already on its radar. Right? You see this. You see this. You run. You stop and turn around. You stop and turn around and talk about some oh shit, nigga, leave the premises. See, they like me, right? First of all, I'm not even putting myself in this predicament. I'm not even going to be in this location at this time. At that, it's 1 in the morning. It's 1 in the morning. Definitely not by myself. But say I were to be in this predicament and I see that banking around the corner. I see that just standing there staring me down. I'm leaving. Effective immediately. And he's gonna stop. He's gonna stop and say somebody's in there. This can't be real.
Scared the out of me. Oh man.
This can't be real.
At the far end of the bathroom, what appears to be a human silhouette can be seen standing
That's not a
completely
silhouette.
motionless.
That's a thing.
What appears to be a human
That's not a silhouette. That's a thing.
silhouette can be seen standing completely motionless. After the initial shock of the encounter, Chris draws his gun and goes back inside to confront the man.
Why would you?
Hello.
Are you serious?
Oh, it's a f***ing toy.
No. The shit was there standing up all along, right? As soon as you walk back in, it just suddenly drops. Nigga, this is not a game. This is real life. Obviously, there's either somebody right around this corner right here, or right down there. But see, Mr. Cameraman, right? This thing is thinking that it's the situation where the cameraman never dies. No. It's 100% proven that the cameraman does not die. But that doesn't mean you need to risk your life for these type of situations. He's gonna say, what the fuck? Oh, it's just a toy. And then continues to walk forward. Nigga, leave. Nigga, leave.
Oh, it's a f***ing toy.
No, it's not. There's obviously somebody there.
Oh my god, that scared the out of me.
As it turns out, the silhouette was actually a scary mannequin that somebody set up, probably to scare away visitors. What's most eerie is that even though we can't know for sure how long the mannequin had been standing there before the footage was shot, for some reason it fell forward just in time for Chris to see it, the most reasonable explanation being from the sound waves bouncing off the wall.
What?
Most people would have left as soon as they saw the mannequin, but Chris continued to explore the rest of the school, seemingly unmoved by the horrifying experience he just went through. Though not before clearing the entire rest of the bathroom. Sadly, some of the rooms in the school are filled with books, whiteboards, and other perfectly usable materials that could have been donated to another school before the building was abandoned. But nobody seemed to care enough to give them away before the school was abandoned. About half an hour into the visit, Chris climbs up to the roof, which in itself is pretty risky. Even if you don't care about getting caught by the cops, there's still a very high risk of the roof caving in, especially considering the state of the building when the footage was shot. Fortunately, he was able to climb down safely, but that's when a strange noise could be heard coming from the other end of one of the hallways.
The safe is still here. I wonder what's in it. I wonder what's in it.
Now let's gotta be an animal else. So we all saw that, right? We all saw that, right? We all saw that, right?
What's in it?
That's right here. Nah, this gotta be fake, right? This gotta be fake. This can't be real. He's gonna walk towards it. He's going to walk towards it. He's going to walk towards it. He proceeds to say some swear words and then walk towards it. Mind you, the exit is right around the corner. Mind you, his house is just down the road. Maybe not down the road. But his V is outside of the premises and he could drive his V to his living quarters. But no, he decides to say swear words and walk forward. Okay,
as Chris explores one of the rooms, a strange howl can be heard in the distance, and as he raises his camera, you can clearly see a shadow moving behind the door at the far end of the room. By this point, it's pretty clear that not only are multiple other people in the building with him, but now he's possibly being stalked.
Leave.
Once again, Chris draws his gun and prepares for an encounter, but he doesn't find anyone in any of the rooms.
Prepares for
After
an
this,
encounter? How about you prepare for a retreat? And I mean, it's okay to be adventurous, but you gotta show a point, man.
Admits he's ready to call it a night and decides to head home,
Now you're ready
but
to
not
call it a
before
night?
this final encounter.
This place is weird as hell. Oh, here it is. This place is
Gotta
crazy.
take breath.
I remember the last time I explored it.
You can just stand still.
Hello?
He hears.
Hello? What? Okay, I know I heard somebody coming down these stairs. I'm out.
Wait, you're up.
As he struggles to find his way out of the school, the sound of footsteps can be clearly heard on the stairway directly above Chris's head. But after running up and calling out to see if he gets a response, nobody acknowledges him. Luckily, he was able to walk away unharmed and has continued to upload videos of his visits to abandoned places pretty frequently. The proper people frequently.
Oh.
The Proper People is an urban exploration channel owned by Brian and Michael, two friends who travel the world in search of abandoned buildings. For the past 10 years that their channel has been active, Brian and Michael have built up a reputation for being a trustworthy channel that only uploads genuine footage of their explorations. In a niche of YouTube that's often plagued by cheap, fake footage from people trying to get their 15 minutes of fame, The Proper People has endured as one of the most reliable channels in the trying to get their 15 minutes of fame.
Shit, man. If I'm exploring an abandoned building and I see this right here, shit, man, I wouldn't even see this whatever ritual going on, man. We're all going for this, though. Don't lie. We're all going for this. We're all getting trapped into this. Amen. Amen.
The Proper People has endured as one of the most reliable channels in the urbex space. They gained their fame from explorations of genuinely cool places instead of faking creepy encounters or anything of the such. In 2016, they uploaded a video of their nighttime visit to the Jemison Center in Northport, Alabama, often referred to as Old Bryce Hospital.
It's a
From
hospital.
1939 to 1977, the Jemison Center housed hundreds of psychiatric patients and acquired a reputation for treating them pretty harshly. Often referred to as the creepiest building in Alabama, Old Bryce was closed in the late 70s and has since been reclaimed by
They
nature
said-
and become
Hospital. Psychiatric hospital. They treated the patients. Hold on, let me make sure I can see. This should be good enough. First strike, hospital. Second strike, psychiatric hospital. Third strike, they treated the patients bad. Strike, you're out, man. Strike your motherfucking out. What? That's like 100% success rate for it to be a haunted hospital, haunted building. But nah, man, we exploring this shit, man.
reputation for treating them pretty harshly. Often referred to as the creepiest building in Alabama,
Is that
Old
a
Bryce
dick?
was closed in the late 70s and has since been reclaimed by nature and become a hotspot for urban explorers from all over the world.
Fucking hot spot.
As Michael and Brian approach the location in their car, there doesn't seem to be anyone around, and after driving around the grounds for a while, the two YouTubers get out of their vehicle to begin exploring, settling on the basement as the first area to explore. After more than 4 decades of abandonment, the entire complex is almost completely destroyed, and while some of the walls are completely covered in all kinds of graffiti, some of them aren't even there anymore. With the state of disrepair of the Jemison
Damn, who took a shit
Center,
on
there's
that?
always a chance that the structure could collapse on itself and trap Brian and Michael inside. But as they go up the stairs to explore the top
Nigga sat
floor,
down.
it becomes
Oh, God damn.
state
Nigga
of
sat-
disrepair
Nigga sat down and blew a fat one.
of the Jemison Center, there's always a chance that the structure could collapse on itself and trap Brian and Michael inside. But as they go up the stairs to explore the top floor, it becomes clear that an unsound structure is the least of their worries.
Whoa, look at this. Look at this staircase out here.
Back up a little bit.
There's somebody there.
No way.
Really?
Oh.
I didn't
There's
see.
somebody there.
Y'all see something?
Look at this staircase out here.
Oh damn, the video buffering, man. I don't see nothing though. On the video might. Damn, you catch. Damn. Damn.
Oh.
I didn't even pause it right there.
What?
There's somebody there.
No way.
Yes. Yes, see their light. They're out there. I swear on my life. Right there.
We can't. Damn, y'all can't even see it.
Should I say hello?
Don't. How about you?
There's somebody out
Oh,
there.
we back.
Let's go back to the car. This way,
Smart.
if it's somebody wanting to talk to us.
Let's go to the car now.
Oh yeah.
I still don't see them.
As the camera pans
still
to the
don't see
window, the outline of a person holding up a light can be seen on the staircase on the opposite side of the building. Disturbingly, as soon as the uploaders turn off their light, the other person does the exact same thing, indicating they were watching and didn't
So, on the very opposite end, they see a light. And they see, like, I guess, like a figure. As soon as they turn off their light, the other light turns off at the same time. Now, maybe, just maybe, what if that's a reflection? I personally wasn't there, but what if that's a man? I mean, I wasn't taking no risk either if I was in that situation. I wouldn't be in that situation. But
want to be spotted. Chillingly, if you rewind the footage to when the YouTubers arrived at the top floor, you can clearly see a light outside the window frame.
Oh.
But it's unclear if the light was coming from the same person who was watching them. After calling out and receiving no response, Brian and Michael decide to go back to their car to avoid getting jumped or worse. It's hard to know what exactly the intentions of the other person were, but what's even more disturbing is the fact that there were no other cars in the area when they arrived and when they left, which means that whoever was there had arrived on foot and probably been there for a while.
man.
Oversharing is an ADHD response. Over-explaining.
Hey man, maybe they dodged something really major. Maybe they trusted their gut and seeing that light from across the building. Maybe that was actually something. Hold on, let me.
Ridgely Hospital was a woman's.
There you go. Maybe that was something actually very devious over there. And you know what I mean? They just saved their life by trusting their gut and leaving. Can't even knock them for doing that.
Psychiatric hospital in Lancaster, UK that operated for almost 100 years from 1916 to 2013. Famous for being one of the first psychiatric hospitals in the UK that fought for the humane treatment of mentally ill patients, Ridgely Hospital housed thousands of patients and used modern treatment methods such as electroconvulsion therapy to help patients with a range of disorders, from severe depression to obsession to mania. In April 2022, YouTuber Exploring with Tom visited the site with 3 of his friends in the middle of the night. YouTuber Exploring with Tom visited the
First of all, a Nazi symbol. Will Castle is a fat
site with 3 of his friends in the middle of the night. Throughout their visit, they were extremely loud and not aware of their surroundings, which is obviously not the best idea when exploring an abandoned building. Keep in mind that most of these abandoned buildings are still considered government property, which makes it illegal to trespass and explore the grounds. Still, if you disturb a hostile squatter's home by being obnoxiously loud, getting arrested would probably be the least of your worries.
Right.
We're not scared of you.
Yeah, well, I am scared of you. I think someone is here now, to be honest with you. What the?
After hearing some strange noises coming from one of the rooms, the 4 explorers call out to see if there's anyone in the building, and this is where things get a little disturbing.
Yo, why are we first person right now? The nigga just had the camera on him, like, why did he switch it? But they were talking about, I'm not scared of you. You know, that's how you make them mad, right? Because like now they want to prove a point and show why you should be scared of them. Hey man, I guess we all big bad tough boys out here, man.
What? Be careful. There's someone there. Someone there. Just like, see what it is. It might need help.
Hello? Hello? What? Go!
What?
What? Go! Everyone okay? Everyone okay? Keep calm.
He's trying to convince himself.
What the? Don't, hold you up. Get out.
Wait, how much of them walked in?
What do you want?
He's
right there. No!
As soon as one of the teenagers calls out, a man can be heard screaming from inside the room. Without thinking twice, Tom and his friends make a run for it back to their car, but disturbingly, the man isn't satisfied with just scaring them out of the building and ends up chasing them all the way to their car. It's unknown who the man was or what he wanted from them, but one of the theories that's been echoing in the comments is that he was probably a homeless person who got upset at the amount of noise Tom and his friends were making. It's probably not too pleasant to have 4 rowdy teenagers burst into the abandoned building you call your home and start yelling, laughing, and swearing. But still, it's good they were able to get away unharmed.
Did they leave one of their partners behind? And that was like,
in 2006, a 36-year-old man named Vincent Filya was living in the woods as a fugitive.
But that is crazy. Go to a haunted house. Not haunted. Well, not haunted house, like an abandoned building. Well, yeah, you know what? Let me just continue.
Near Lugoff, South Carolina, after being accused of abusing his stepdaughter. In September of that same year, he saw a 14-year-old girl named Elizabeth Schoaf getting off the school bus and decided to abduct her.
What? Wait, what?
Posing as a police stepdaughter, living in the woods. In 2006, a 36-year-old man named Vincent Filya was living in the woods as a fugitive near Lugoff, South Carolina, after being accused of abusing his stepdaughter. In September of that same year, he saw a 14-year-old girl named Elizabeth Schoaf getting off the school bus and decided to abduct her.
What?
Posing as a police officer, Filya arrested Schoaf on a supposed marijuana charge and led her to his hideout in the middle of the woods. For 10 days, Elizabeth was chained up and abused by Filia in the underground bunker beneath the hideout in what can only be described as a nightmare come true. Still, the girl was extremely resilient throughout the whole ordeal and came up with a plan to escape from the horrifying situation she found herself in. If she wanted to escape, Elizabeth knew that she had to get Vincent to like her. For several days, she pretended to be in love with Filia, and eventually the kidnapper lowered his guard, even unchaining her and allowing her to play games on his phone. One night, while Vincent was sleeping, the teenager got a hold of his phone and sent a text to her mom saying she was in a hole across the Charm Hill, that there was a bomb, and to call the police. As it was later revealed, Filia had planned to draw in as many people as possible to the bunker to detonate a bomb and take the lives of the responding officers.
Wow.
However, he never managed to carry out his plan. For just a few minutes later, the area was surrounded by helicopters and he was forced to surrender. To make a long story short, Elizabeth was able to move on with her life, and the monster named Vincent Filia spent the rest of his life in prison, where he died in 2021 in his cell. In December 2020,
dude, that is something straight out of a damn movie. But that's the shit movies are based off of, and that's even scarier. And nigga, that is real life. Niggas really be niggas like this nigga right here are really that sick in the damn mind. Like, so first he was abusing his stepdaughter. I forgot what they said after that. He got kicked out. He started living in the woods. He saw this little girl coming off the bus, decided to abduct her, chain her up. I think he was abusing her too. Like, what?
2023, a YouTuber named Big Banks visited the abandoned hideout where the terrifying crime took place. Immediately upon entering the house, the uploader finds something extremely disturbing.
I think this was the little girl's backpack that was left here. What a sad sight to see, knowing that happened.
A little girl's backpack can be seen on the floor outside the kitchen. Although it's impossible to confirm if it belonged to Elizabeth Shove, it is possible that it was planted there after the crime by somebody else. As he explores the living room, the uploader finds more creepy stuff, including a DVD of the horror movie The Strangers, a Halloween decoration next to one of the couches, a shank, a broken baseball bat, and a ripstick. Obviously, the fact that these items were left behind is much more disturbing when you consider the history of the house. It's heartbreaking to imagine that some of the toys lying around the floor possibly belonged to the girl that Vincent Filia had stolen. Throughout the rest of the house, several objects and pieces of furniture, including the bed in the main room, look like they were placed there much later than 2006. It's possible that the house was occupied by squatters, but because it was empty at the time the footage was shot, it's impossible to know what belonged to Filia, his common-law family, his victim, and the squatters. Thankfully, after being reunited with her family in 2006, Elizabeth went on to live a fruitful life, and the man who committed the heinous crime against her paid the price for it.
I never dreamed that I would be a teacher.
Surprised they didn't give that nigga the death penalty, because that is insane. Literally.
Holton Avenue is a notoriously creepy abandoned street in Cleveland, Ohio. In 1913, the first Hungarian Baptist church was built on that street, eventually falling into disuse and being left abandoned like the rest of the buildings on that street. In April 2016, the body of a woman named Jessica Coleman was found there after she went missing, but unfortunately her attacker was never found. In July 2023, Chris Hill went to the location to record footage of the abandoned church, as well as the rest of the buildings on Holton Avenue. From disturbing graffiti to broken glass and peeling walls, the church checks every box you would expect from a creepy, abandoned building. As he ventures into the basement, Chris finds signs that someone else had been inside the church, including an action figure of Melvin the giraffe from Madagascar that he mentions he doesn't remember seeing the last time he visited the location. Knowing that he's often not alone during his explorations, Chris set up several cameras throughout the church, and about 10 minutes into the exploration, one of the cameras on the main floor captures something pretty creepy.
That's weird. That was upstairs.
Obviously,
my video buffering, y'all.
doors don't just randomly shut themselves, and as it wasn't particularly windy that night, it's clear that someone was in the church with Chris. But after looking around for a bit, he can't find anyone in the church and decides
Clearly my PC is having quite a bit of time processing all this information as well. Because what in the world? So he's there exploring an abandoned building. Not abandoned church. He set up cameras around because he knows that people be following him around too, or be in the places he at. And on one of the cameras, a door just slams closed. It says it wasn't windy or anything. So a nigga is in there, somebody is in there, and just slammed the door. For what purpose, man? They're just slamming shit.
to head back outside to explore the rest of the buildings on Holton Avenue. If the church was in a messed up state, some of the houses are even worse, with most of them looking like they could collapse at any second. Around half an hour into the visit, he decides to explore one of the most dilapidated houses on the block. And as he's in the basement, the exploration takes a scary turn.
It actually looks like it's just underneath the house. It's not really a basement. Still creepy.
What was that? He's making the most noise.
Sorry. I didn't know nobody lived there.
What's that mean? Alright, here my PC go again. Wait. Bro, I can't wait to get... What in the world? Oh my word. This whole shit haunted. Can't wait to get... Hold on, let me let it breathe through, but... Can't wait to get a new damn PC. I'm putting this off my laptop connected to a damn monitor. Hold on. Should be good now. Alright. Is that a... Looks like he's in boxers. I guess the nigga was sleeping behind him. And all the racket from him going down over here woke the nigga up. Hey man, poor man, man. He just trying to get some reason.
Sorry. I didn't know nobody lived there. It smelled like I knew somebody was in there.
As he's exploring the basement, a sound can be heard coming from the ground floor, and when he goes back up to find out what it is, a person pulls back the curtain. Immediately apologizing, Chris runs back out to the street, and that's when he realizes that despite the horrible state of the supposedly abandoned house, there was actually someone living in there with electricity.
Wait.
Clearly most, if not all of the abandoned buildings on the block were housing people now who didn't want him there, something he never encountered on his first visit. And with this newfound discovery, Chris called it a night.
Struggling to write good chord progressions? Imagine.
Hey man, I mean, although that's literally free houses there, so if I'm homeless, I'm definitely taking up residence in there too.
February 2020, urban explorer Rhythm Rider explored an abandoned house at an undisclosed location with his exploration partner Zay Clark. According to Rhythm, the house used to belong to an old woman who had passed away. In complete contrast to most abandoned houses, most of the woman's possessions had been left untouched, indicating that the house had not yet fallen prey to looters and squatters who often take things that aren't theirs. All throughout the house, the two explorers find everything from beautiful tableware and silverware to ornately woven tapestries and the fully equipped bar. Based on the calendars they found in the house, the property hadn't been occupied since August 2018.
Any Hennessy?
Just a few minutes.
I know they got Henny here somewhere. Is that the Don Julio? Active Julio?
Into the visit, Rinham and Zay find something incredibly sad and disturbing.
Always been worried about something like this happening, and then it did. When we walked in here, we took a
y'all alcoholics that's watching this, let me know if there's any Hennessy there.
Few steps in the door, and we saw this on the ground. Now, for those who can't figure that, figure out what that is.
That's
that is a body stain, and you can see right there. There's a walker. So, unfortunately, it seems that the woman who had lived here had taken a bad fall, landed on the floor,
couldn't get up,
and that's where she expired, unfortunately.
Is this nigga say that's where she fell and expired? That's a crazy term to use, expired. Could have said, you know what I mean? She fell, couldn't get up, sadly passed away. R.I.P. by the way, R.I.P. But the nigga says she expired. That's where she expired. That is crazy.
It's extremely sad to us. It took us a good 20 minutes to decide what we're gonna do here, and you know, despite it feeling weird, we figured we still need to tell the story because this is a good reminder to everybody that you need to check on your loved ones. It seemed this woman had passed and was laying here for God knows how long before she was found. So check in on your loved ones, guys.
Right in the middle of the hallway, a human body stain can be seen on the floor next to a walker.
Dude, I swear he was about to say right in the middle of the hallway. Like, you know, as he's turning, like there was like an actual body. Swear that was what he was about to say.
Meaning that the old woman probably had a bad fall and couldn't get up. Sadly, she passed away and her body decomposed before anyone could save her, which is a terrifying way to die. There appear to be signs that the woman's family members tried to sort through her things after she passed away, but overall her various belongings are in perfectly good shape, including her bathroom supplies, which were still there at the time of the recording. It's hard to watch the footage without having conflicting feelings. Even though the house is beautiful and you can easily tell that the woman who lived there with her husband was a talented, outgoing person.
Damn, did they destroy the place in the process? Or is that just like, you know what I mean, like weather and shit? I don't know, natural shit. Got them like stuff all over the floor. Like, were the people who were searching through their her stuff just knocked everything over and didn't pick it up? Like, damn, you got at least respect the house a little bit.
Incredibly sad to see how she met her end. Overall, the footage should serve as a reminder to check in on your loved ones every time you get the chance, because nobody deserves to pass away like that. Since 2020, Ridden with Ryder hasn't gone back to that location.
Damn. That's it for the... Whoa. This shit looks scary. That's it. That's it for the video, man. 6 most disturbing abandoned building encounters caught on camera. Not like this video wasn't that scary for real. This shit wasn't that scary. Like the first video, I feel like that one was fake. I feel like that first video was fake. And the rest, it was 2 in the hospital, and then that one video with the guys, and the guy that chased them. I don't know if that one was fake either. But hey man, W video by Chilling Scares. W video. Let me know if y'all want more videos like this, scary videos. Let me look at the channel. If you guys want to see any more, like up the video, like up the or subscribe to the channel. If we hit 6 likes, I'll do another video just like this. Let me know which one of these videos you would like me to see. This is the 5 most disturbing. Oh no, watch this video. Disturbing audio recordings, innocent looking videos with disturbing backstories. All of these videos look pretty scary to me, man. 6 likes, I'll do another video just like this. Tight shit. Real nigga shit. Let me know if y'all got scared. Let me know if y'all wet the bed. Not a nigga like me though. I would never do such a thing. This whole video, hey man, this shit wasn't even scary for real. That's some real nigga shit, man. But I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one.